tilt your head that way. Now, if you are waxing around the lower neck, so around the throat, onto the front of the body, so around here, if they've got hair growing all the way around here, definitely use your non-strip wax. Because if you use your strip wax and you wax around a corner, we know how easy it is, no matter how long you've been waxing, to bruise your client. The inner thigh is a really prime example of that. If you're waxing over that ligament, it's really easy to bruise. You do not want to cause a bruise on the neck here, what I call a waxing love bite, because your client will go home to his or her partner, and his or her partner will say, "Where did you get that from?" And they will go, "I got it from Andy." They will not be happy. Can you see on the camera how cleanly that has come out? Little patch there, little patch there. Then I'm going to finish off the back of the shoulders, turning around and quick do the front. If a guy coming for a back wax, no guy out there is going to want just his back wax and his shoulders left. This is going to look kind of odd if they do that. So your back waxing price for a full back wax should include or automatically assume that you're going to be doing a shoulder wax as well. So put it in your menu as back and shoulder wax. You can then say to guys, okay, if you just want your lower back done, or if you just want the tops of the shoulder, you've got a couple of little strays, then that's fine. You can have that done as well. We'll reduce the price for you. But most guys, if they're having a full back wax, will want their shoulders done as well. See what I'm doing here? I'm just creating a little lip at the end, which makes it easier for me to get that strip off. I'm waving my spatula around like a maniac because these new waxes have those elastomers in, so they string between the wax spot on your client and when you've got them on the skin. So just by waving your spatula backwards and forwards like so, it just prevents those strings from getting all over your floor, all over your treatment room. And they won't stick to anything, but they'll just work your nerves. And to that side. Okay. I'm going to do one shoulder because we're running out of time, and I wanted to invite somebody else onto the stage as well. So I will wax this left-hand shoulder just to show you how it's done. And then we'll send Craig home. Okay. Now, we won't really send him home without doing another shoulder. Now, obviously, if you're in a salon environment, you won't have a video camera in the way, and you won't need to walk all the way around your treatment couch just to get the top of that shoulder. Wax what you can reach from the back, then turn your client round to wax the front. Thank you, Craig. Any questions, Russ, while I'm doing this bit? It's like the Jerry Springer show.
Yeah, we were just saying about if you need a fade in to where you've got a patch of hair, what do you recommend we do then?
I'm going to show you on the front. With guys, some female clients as well, if you've got an area of hair here, there's no kind of clearly defined line between shoulder hair and arm hair. So you need to blend it into the area. And I'm going to turn Craig around and show you how to do that. Actually, I'm going to keep you where you are, Craig, and do it from that side because it'll be easier. I'm just going to put my strip here to save me having to walk all the way around with it. Okay, so wax the front of the shoulder, and then you're going to blend it in. So your shoulder wax ends at the collarbone. So imagine that there's a line on the collarbone there and a line going up from the armpit. So that's how you blend it into the front. And then you are going to use some wax that's on a strip to blend into the upper arm to give yourself a nice faded finish. I'm going to be in the way of the camera here, but you can all see what I'm doing. So again, Craig is tilting his head to the side. Put a stretch in the skin. Also make sure that I don't clout him in the nose. Again, good for customer relations. Excuse my back to you. Okay. So we're just going to take off the top of that shoulder, then I'm going to show you the blending technique.
Sorry, Andy, did I see you apply that strip wax against the direction of the hair growth?
No, all direction of the hair growth. On the upper back and the front, this area of hair grows up towards the neck here. This part of the hair, the arm grows up towards the arm. Then it grows in a band around towards the front, and then it grows down towards the hands and elbow. Okay, so I applied this up, removed against, and then this, I've applied it around. Okay. With your non-strip wax, because it works by shrink wrapping itself around the hair and getting a really, really firm grip on the hair that way, it does mean that you don't have to rely quite so much on direction of hair growth. So if you're doing a Brazilian wax, for example, on a male or a female client, and you're waxing the buttock area, and you want to get the hair down the middle of the bum, ladies, we do not get paid enough to apply wax in towards the middle, direction of hair growth, and then be flicking from the middle. We don't get paid enough for that. So with the non-strip waxes, you can apply it in a vertical line. It will shrink wrap itself around the hair. You then remove it against the direction of that you've applied the strip, apply your strip in the other direction, and it will get every single last hair out. So again, you don't need to work quite so much in the direction of hair growth with the non-strip waxes. And what I'm doing here, again, notice I'm not waxing around a corner. I'm gripping the arm from underneath, pinching the arm to keep the skin taut. And this is the blending technique I was talking about. With wax that you still got on your strip, you can press it into the hair that's still on the arm, nice and firmly. Remove it quickly, and that will get some, but not all of the hair to blend it in. If you find that your strip isn't sticky enough to do that, you can apply wax directly to a clean strip, like so. Squidge it together, which is the technical term. Squidging it together reduces some of the tackiness in the wax. So once you've done that, you then press it again into the area, lift it off, and that will fade it in. Okay, so there's some, the camera's over there, there's some but not all of the hair taken off on the strip there. You can then, if you've got a particularly hirsute client, you can use your clippers to blend it in even further. So start with a grade 3 and then blend shorter the closer you get to the freshly waxed area. Okie dokie. I'm going to finish Craig's shoulder off on the stand, so if you want to see the rest of it, come and see me on stand S32. I'm going to clean him up, and while I'm doing that, if there are any questions, do feel free to ask. Clean up with your oil. Oil just, again, removes any sticky wax residue. You're then going to follow with your antiseptic cleanser. Nobody wants to walk out feeling like an oil slick, so finish with your cleanser afterwards, and then your soothing post-wax lotion.